year as a way of accountability, but also we were able to present what we intended to do, and of course including the budget, what we have, what the government has given us, and what also we intend to collect as Mbale City Council. So we were soliciting the ideas or the views of the key stakeholders. We are happy that people came and we were able to have a meaningful discussion, and this one is going to inform the next budget and also the plan. So we want to thank all of those who have come, but we also gave very key highlights of what we think this Mbale City should be, because as a city we have a vision, we have a mission, and this mission, in order to have it achieved, it has to be marketed, or people have to embrace it. So one of the issues that we really intended to tackle is actually to tell them that this is what we want to do. And one of the issues that we raised is that we need to improve service delivery, and these services can only be improved only if we have enough resources. So the issue of generating more local revenue came up, and we sought for the support of all the stakeholders to help us collect more revenue. Collecting more revenue does not mean that we are going to put people on pressure or make them pay what they are not paying, but we are only talking about having efficiency and effectiveness in revenue collection, without necessarily even increasing any revenue anywhere. What we can collect with existing rates is even enough. So we want to streamline on revenue collection systems. Now, of course, with those increased resources, we look at having a clean city. We clean our city because we realized that in the past, Mbale City was the cleanest city in this country, not only in Uganda, but also in East Africa. We are glad that actually it was well planned compared to other cities. If you even move to all of them, Mbale City was well planned. So we intend to ensure that it is clean. We have made very robust measures to ensure that the garbage is collected in time and efficiently, but we also have plans of ensuring that we green the city. We plant more trees, we plant flowers, we ensure that the city is green. So that way we shall have reclaimment. Then also other services, social services, health, education, and all other services. People deserve to have services so that they can really enjoy this city. Of course, attaining a city status from a municipality status means that things need to change. People must need to see a change, because when a city comes, it has to come with some change, and that is what we are planning to do. We want to thank the central government. They are giving us grants. We've also informed the people that we are getting a successor program to the UCMID program, which is going to give us a substantial amount of money. Actually, we shall do much more work that we did in the last phases, and this city, the future is going to be bright. It comes 100% every quarter, and that money is paid, usually paid salaries. With that accountability, those of you about to skin us for having a lot of money and doing nothing, now you have known that we are paying what? Salaries. Of course, there is also what we call gratuity and pension for our colleagues who work for government and retired. The head of finance is going to explain, but that's how it is. Now, the other aspect, which is like about 10 billion, now goes to services. UPE, capitation grant, is also part of this. USE, capitation grant, is also part of this. There is money we send to tertiary institutions. It is also part of this. There is also money we send to health centers. is also, we call it PHC grant. It is also part of what? Of this budget. Now, do you see why I am saying that much of this budget is a condition? That money, even if a bridge has broken somewhere, I cannot know. Because it is money for what? By the way, you always hear that we have returned the money. The money we normally return is part of this. If this money that came for salaries and there are no people to pay, you return it. You cannot do what? You cannot spend it. Now, the only money that is for us, flex and plan for our needs, is local revenue. That one is our money. So that's what I wanted to explain briefly about this budget, but the heads of departments are going to break it further. Now, the other issues, maybe what I want you to know is that because of the budget control and the challenges at hand, and these priorities have already elaborated about, government is saying that next financial year, recruitment will only be on replacement basis. Replacement meaning that if there is any staff that has left, that one you replace, but you don't recruit for new what? Who have not been there. And maybe the other good news that I wanted to inform you about is that the government has already approved a successor program to the Youth Need program. This Youth Need program that brought us good roads, security rights. Had Youth Need drainage channels, these covered drainage channels before Youth Need. So that Youth Need, we have so far had 2 phases. Now we are going to have phase 3, and this one is more eroded than actually the previous one. Actually more enhanced. And our budget for the next 6 years will be 104 billion Uganda shillings. So this money is not part of the 46, because as some of you may have heard, the Parliament approved that loan recently. So it is not yet part of 46.3. But it is sufficing for you to note that some of the roads that have been disturbing us are going to be tarmac under this need. Like that road in where people cooperated and allowed their structures to be demolished right of way. Is it Mukaga? Is that now? And other places. Now those roads are going to be tarmac. Go and assure those people that money is coming, as our minister said. It will be 104 billion for a period of 6 years. So the one for next financial year, we are yet to get, but it is in the range of 24 billion. So we are going to see more and more development. A number of roads have been designed, and actually these ones are even going to be much better than the ones we had made. They have also included the provisions for greening. Actually, we want to plant flowers in this city. I will come to that. We want to see green. We want to see. Now there is a provision for beautification, and we have also designed our
our abattoir, we want to have a more modern abattoir. And by the way, we construct a more modern abattoir, we have to close all these small ones. Apparently, everybody has a slaughter setup in a way. So we want to ensure that all our meat is slaughtered from the same rooms for renovations of new classrooms. We have called our colleagues from, we want them to tell us about their plans. These days we are really experiencing a lot of road shading. Now, what do we need since I have got you here? We want to call for a bigger stakeholders meeting. But I think this is the first opportunity for me to have met you. And what do we need to do as a Mbale City? As we budget, what should be at the back of our mind? The first thing I've talked about is revenue enhancement. We are not going to do any much unless if we have what? Local revenue. And we need to analyze and assess what has actually been the problem. Last financial year, we were able to enhance revenue by about 900 million. We increased the local revenue from 2.5 billion, which we collected the other year, to 3.4 billion. We hope that this year we should be able to collect about 5 billion. Now, how are we going to achieve it? One is that we must have cohesion. For us in the city, every Monday morning, we have meetings. We talk about how can we do A, B, C, D, E. But also, we need to sensitize the public. Because part of why this money, all this money doesn't come to our coffers is that there are some, what? Leakages. And my message to my colleagues, the technical staff, and the political leaders has been that let's allow all this money to come into the coffers. And we see how to manage it from there. And there is a lot of money. I want to give you an example. Can we go and sensitize our people? You find someone has been called by some of us that you see, if you go to the council, you want to build and you want your project to be approved, you are going to incur a lot of money. And therefore, if you give me 1 million shillings, by the way, sometimes if those other colleagues of ours may say, you see out of this 1 million, I'm going to see the mayor, I'm also going to see the town clerk, I'm also going to see other people. And when these people say, let me give you 500,000, you man, you're not serious. The town clerk is going to give you that small money. We should sensitize our people that a town clerk to be at that level, you cannot be eating money from what? Developers. If that person whom a certain person X has stolen 1 million was to do things in a formal way, the cost of a Quran can take him something like 300,000. I am talking about an ordinary residential house. And the cost of approving that plan in our council cannot be so easy that when someone submits a building plan, we ensure that we have it approved within a period of 1 month, so that we don't delay people. So we wanted all the people to bring plans for what? For approval. Is that clear? And many other aspects. Someone is there, is not paying business license. Because a certain maybe a town agent or whatever is telling him I will not include you in the what? In the register. Then every time that town agent has a problem, he comes to you. Give me this. At the end of the day, you find actually what you have paid is more than what you should have paid it. What? To government. But also people need to know that when this money goes to the council treasury, that's when they are going to get services. That's the money we are going to use to facilitate your drainage channels. That's the money we are going to use to plant a tree. That's the money these women who sweep streets every day, they are paid. That's when we are going to make your town clean. So people also need to know. And government has gone to a level. I actually want to go to radio and talk about these things. That no person should pay money to a council staff. No cash. Money is paid through the system. You can even pay using your mobile money, or Airtel, or MTN, or even if you go to bank, a money something agent, or you need to go do is come to us, get a PRA. If anybody asks you for cash, insist that for me, give me a what? A PRA, I go and pay. That money will go direct to the council account in the Bank of Uganda. So please help us to disseminate this information. We want as much money as possible. This money is there, but the money is not going through the right what? Channels. So increase local revenue. We are not going to have data services unless if we have this money. And I have already showed you what the other budget I was explaining about does. Is in their conditional grants. The only money that is available for us to flex and do our own needs is local revenue. Some of these cities have reached a level of doing roads, building schools with local revenue. If we are now managing with the 3 billion, what would happen if we increase it? This local revenue increases to 6 billion. Don't you think the 3 additional billion would actually do some work for you? So support us in that one. The other area where I request for your support is cleanliness. For me, every morning before I go to office, I drive around the city. Sometimes it pains you when you have even told the people that go and I have seen the garbage at this point, make sure you remove it. You pass by around 10 a.m., they have removed it and the place is clean. When you are going for lunch at 1, you find that someone has dumped there another what? It is bad. Can we have a culture? Being responsible enough not to dump garbage anywhere. On these islands, our islands have been turned into a walking what? Yet these roads have walkways. Now we are going to start this habit like you have seen in Kampala. We get you crossing on our green belts, we arrest you. So, cleanliness. Can we talk to our people and tell them that there is an arrangement for us? Keep garbage in your home, in your shop. Have 2 dustbins or sacks. Put one that rots in one. Put this other one of Cavera bottles and other in the other. And the service provider will collect it from your home. We have expanded and had more service providers. Initially we had 3. We have now increased it to 6. Because we wanted them to reach everywhere. Now, even all these areas, Nakaroke, Musamaga, Munkaga, where they are all service providers. Kindly talk to our people, cooperate. The amount of money that is paid is very little money, but with that intervention, we can make Mbale very clean. And now, our vision, our mission is, someone had told me even in the morning that even when I was in primary, they are used to be asked that which is the cleanest city in Uganda. Was it even in Uganda or even in
Eastern Central.
Now, what happened? So, it is possible, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible that we can go back and reclaim our glory. So, it is a question of us working together, and that thing is what? Achievable. Is that okay? Yes. So, I kindly request you that please cooperate with us. For us as technical staff, we are willing. You could have seen us trying to put some gardens here and there. Of course, resources are not enough, but we want to ensure that all of these areas we put flowers, we put gardens, we put grass, we maintain the place, because cleanliness is not about cleaning and other wastage. So, my vision for Mbale City is, let's collect